It's Final Doom on the Sony PlayStation. So big shout out to Matt, my brother Matt, who requested this. Matt WhatsApped me yesterday as I'm recording this, said, Mike, check out Final Doom for me on the PS1. And I know why Matt's done it. Matt's done that because he knows that I'm not keen on the Doom games. Yes, I said it. I said it. There'll be gasps in the audience. There'll be people throwing stuff at their smart devices. It's not that I think Doom games are bad. Like, the total opposite, in fact. Hugely influential video games. Of course. But, for whatever reason, I've never gelled with the Doom games. I suck at Doom, by the way. So, be prepared for me dying quite a few times in this video, probably. That's probably going to be a thing. Yeah, this feels a bit rough to play, this PS1 version, because I'm using the D-pad to move, and I'm using L1 and R1 to sidestep, and I played quite a bit of this game way back in the day on MS-DOS, I think, on PC, with a keyboard, not mouse and keyboard, but with a keyboard, and it seemed to work fine for me. But this is a different story using the D-pad. This frame rate is rough. In regards to reviews, it scored, I did check the wiki article for this game, but it did score okay on PS1. Couple of 6s in there. There was a 9 somewhere, I think, as well, a 9 out of 10. And yeah, people did complain, or not complain, but they were critical on the, like I say, the frame rate. There you go, I've died. So, am I right in saying that this kind of game, or Doom in general, spawned the likes of Hades, etc., which we've had in recent times? Now, Hades is not a first-person shooter. It's probably a poor comparison to make there. But using that as an example, like the whole you die, everything resets, you start again from the beginning, you go on another run. Would you say that's a stretch to say that, guys? I don't know. Is this a Metroidvania? Could you class it as that? Maybe, maybe not. It's incredibly atmospheric. It's the Dark Souls of shooters, I suppose. A Doom game I actually didn't mind, and I played quite a bit of it, was Doom 64. On the Nintendo 64, of course. Which essentially was Doom 3, wasn't it? It was the third Doom game. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Oh no, get off my lift. Get off my elevator, you. And I remember reading somewhere that ID Software, the developer, didn't want Nintendo to use the title Doom 3 for the N64 version because they had plans to release the real, quote-unquote, Doom 3 at a later date. So we got aforementioned Doom 64, which I think is a good game. And it does make a difference playing that game with the N64 controller because obviously you've got the analog sticks. This is the PS1. I've tried using the left and the right stick to move. You can't. It's D-pad. And like I say, it's L1 and R1. It's triangle to shoot, which is strange to me. It's circle to open doors. I mean, this isn't a bad video game, but this isn't for me. It's not for me. This feels a bit rough to play, guys, I must say. Let me know your favourite Doom game. The first Doom game, of course, was shareware, if I remember correctly. And I always remember my next-door neighbour. Big shout out to David, if David's watching. He won't be. But David had this on his PC because it was shareware. And I was intrigued by it. I used to just watch him play it for hours. But yeah, I've never been huge on Doom or on Quake, on the massively successful first-person shooters that we did get in the PC The days of the PC. Even though it's always been the days of the PC, it never left us. It never will. The PC is here forever. Oh, there we go. Right. I mean, the gunplay is so satisfying in the Doom games. Even this old-ass Doom. So, Final Doom, I don't know too much about this game. Is it a reboot of sorts, or a reworking of the original Doom? And didn't it have extra levels or extra maps, but the PS1 version of Final Doom only had 30 odd, whereas the PC version had 60 odd, or something like that? My memory's hazy. But yeah, this had a couple of 6 out of 10s, like I mentioned earlier. PC version as well, not just PS1, which is interesting. I thought this would have reviewed better, and it did get a 9 out of 10 at official PlayStation magazine here in the UK, I think. You got the shotgun! I wonder if I'll be able to find the minigun. That big ass. Yeah, you know the gun. Okay. So, if you didn't know, what I'm attempting here is I'm looking for the keys, because it's all very straightforward, color coordinated. The red keys open, yeah, you guessed it. The red keys open the red doors, the blue keys open the blue doors, and there's a lot of running around and trying to remember where to go, and that's where I struggle, because the environments all look very similar to me, and I just end up running around in circles. But that's the gameplay loop. Some people love it. A lot of people love it. I mean, let's be fair. The recent Doom games, the newer Doom games we've had, have been fantastic. Hard as balls. Exceptional gunplay. And I could see why people absolutely adore the franchise in general. But it's not for me. It never has been. I don't think it ever will be. I've tried to get into these games, but it's not for me. There was a first-person shooter very similar to this on PS1. I don't know if it was influenced by Doom. I'm guessing it probably was. And it was called Disruptor. We have, Dave was with me. We featured it on the old school playlist. Go check it out. I loved Disruptor. For some reason, I loved that, but not this. That was very similar. I would argue the environments are a little bit more interesting than in Doom. And the gunplay, etc. in Doom is better than in Disruptor. And this is a horror shooter of sorts, isn't it? Whereas Disruptor was like aliens and droids and yeah. But I don't know. I compare them both because they're both on PS1 and graphically they look similar. Okay. I mean, it's relentless, isn't it, Doom? It is the Dark Souls of first-person shooters, I guess. Why are those dudes, you could see those like alien-y, wolf type, whatever they are. Why are they transparent? Is that a glitch? I don't think it's an emulation issue, is it? Let's see if we can find them again. Those dudes there. Why do they look like ghosts? Questions for you guys. Questions. Anyway, let's try another run here. I say run because of the games like this where we go on runs and I forget the genre of game. It will come to me. I mean, all of you guys will know exactly what I mean. But Hades and the like. I love Hades, by the way. I picked that up in the sale, the Xbox sales last year. It's so addictive. It's superb. Hades 2 looking good. Can't wait for that. Is it out? Yeah, I don't think it's out. There was an open beta, wasn't there? I don't know. Anyway, back to Final Doom. I'm trying to think of that genre of game. It's annoying me. Oh. This might not be a long video, guys, because it's Doom. You've all played it. You all know about it. I wanted to get it on the channel for Matt, because when Matt requests something, I like to honour Matt's request. And just to prove to Matt that, look, I can play Doom. I'm not that bad, am I? Yeah, don't answer that, guys. I am. This does have difficulty options, by the way, guys. Some Doom games don't, do they? I think they have, like, your standard mode, which is hard. And then you get, like, extreme, I think, on the later Doom games where you can't save. Is that right? Or have I just made all that up? But yeah, this has loads of different difficulty options from like very easy up into insane or whatever they are called in Final Doom. But yeah, it's a good game, this is. It's definitely a good game. It's rough. Frame rate's rough. I'm terrible. I hate... Oh, I'm getting pummeled from behind. That sounded dodgy. Playing with the D-pad, like I keep moaning about, is hard going. But with all that said... This is a good video game, and it's a game I would have enjoyed back in the day, because I love first-person shooters. Who doesn't? There's probably someone out there. I like a good single-player first-person shooter. Doom, the king of first-person shooters. Some might say Quake. Some might say Duke Nukem. That was the other game I was thinking of, actually, back in the day. Duke Nukem. But anyway, Final Doom on the PS1. Look out for more content coming to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon.